Hello and welcome to the Useful Hooligans. It's a little bit weird after the second time because we've done this twice now. Thanks, Lisa.
She forgot to record the audio.
Yay!
Okay.
So, Lewis, insert us here with some funny music in the background, talking to ourselves. So, it's a quick note, because we've already done this already, so I know what we need to say. So today, it is a week later within our kind of universe of the Dungeons and Dragons. And Mr. Lewis and Mr. Adam are not here.
Which means we are missing Ajax and Danette.
Yep.
So they've got explainable reasons. We don't need to take it. It's just a game, end of the day. But there's only going to be us three and Ebony as well. Ebony's played by...
Ebony is me! I am Ebony! Marco is me! I am two people in one body.
You sound super confused, aren't you?
So today we have a 4-person party. Me as the DM, Rani as... Well, Toshi
Lisa
as
as
Rani.
Rani.
Yeah. Sam as Branza, and then Megan as Marco with his escort, encore.
Yes. Ebony is an escort for Marco. Do you tell me more?
Is it consort, the word that you're after?
It's cohort.
Cohort.
Yeah,
Something like that.
Consort is the same as...
Escorts do different things, Alex, I think. Depends on how...
Pay 'em well. If you pay them well enough, they can do all sorts of things for you, Sam.
Anyway, so obviously 1 week has passed since the events of last week. And obviously things have been going on in the town since the events of the mountain melting.
Is there lots of water everywhere?
It didn't melt, did it? It didn't just turn back into stone.
The stone.
Yeah, it turned back to stone, turned back to its original...
We
I
should
mean,
also
some of it
point
melted,
out,
but...
because this didn't get recorded before, that Rani has woken up 4 days ago and is avoiding everyone.
And
After Marco's note telling you that I have your stuff.
so, it is morning of the, I guess this would be the 8th day since the events of last week. What are you guys doing?
Marco is just finished reading his lovely tome of leadership and charisma, which gives him now a permanent +1 to his charisma. And now that book's now rendered useless. It's just a book. But he's just reading through some of his tomes, idly listening to Ebony, who's sitting beside him with the egg that was a few days away from hatching, and it's been 3 weeks wrapped up in the bundle that Marco gave her of his old cloak, as she enthusiastically tells him about the wildlife she's seen in the local area.
Just a quick note for people, hashtag blame Adam on that.
3 weeks!
Anyway, so yes, Branzel,
That's what Marco's doing.
what's your character doing this morning?
It's morning, isn't it?
Yep.
Branza, we're in an inn, aren't we, kind of thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Is there any kind of clean, fresh water around? Like, it's to bathe?
I'm sure if you...
What?
Get his hygiene up.
No, I mean, why don't you just go into a bathtub? You're
Yeah.
just going to go, I'm going to find a clean stream, and roll around in it.
That's the fun thing to do.
Okay.
Also, you'd have to pay for fresh water.
Okay.
Can we assume there's some kind of
Yep.
fresh
Yeah,
water?
if you want, there's a cleaning
I've got
facility
some
if you wish to
water.
wash yourself.
So, Branza's gone there, and he's just he's not completely naked. He's got like a little
He's got a little loincloth on.
loincloth. It's completely not covering his butt, though. He doesn't really thought about this. He's covered his front half up, but not his back half. So you can see everything from the back, and he's just like,
I'm
la 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 la.
so glad both my characters are inside at this point.
Branza's just like, just rushing his golden locks down. I don't have any golden locks anymore. And then, he's
That's
also...
what they all say.
I don't think Branza has like really long pubic hair and like a ponytail or something. But yeah, let's go for that. So he's quite settled. He's just had a nice bathe. He's a bit clean. He's got rid of that blood he's murdered from.
The local
murdered.
women happen to be surrounding like a few feet up the stream, cleaning their clothes without really paying attention anymore.
The clothes are just like ripped in half.
So Rani, what are you doing this morning?
sobbing.
I guess I'm going to have to face Marco at this point because I really want my cloak back.
And your trident.
I guess I'm not trident.
You're taking that shit back.
Alright, so I'm gonna go and find Marco. I'm gonna get up and go find Marco.
Okay. I imagine she finds Marco in the tavern,
Yep, yeah.
or in the tavern inn, or whatever it is.
Finds Branza first. but-
Ebony! Yeah. They have like a moment in the river, just looking longingly into each other's eyes. No, Ebony's probably going to spot Rani first, and she's just going to still in her actions because she's had to put up with Marco's ranting for the past week. Like, she's had to suffer alone in this because Marco won't vent to anyone else but Ebony. So Ebony's had to put up with this shit for a week. So, like, her actions still because she knows how annoyed Marco is. And she just kind of stops and then just stares at her egg intently, which makes Marco think, like, what the fuck just happened here? Why'd you shut up? So Marco closes his book, and that's when he sees Rani.
I'm just gonna be like shifting from 4 to 4. I don't know what this is gonna be. Well, I know what it's gonna be about, but Rani's worried.
You gonna say anything, or are you just gonna stare at him?
I'm just gonna sort of stare at him.
Pervert.
Sort of.
Marco decides that obviously this isn't going anywhere, takes the initiative outside.
Okay.
Get your ass out of here.
Right, so Marco leads the way outside the
Okay,
door.
so you
Just-
both walked outside. Branza,
Yes.
are you still bathing in the stream?
We're not going near the stream. I'm just taking her outside to a little quiet area where we can talk without other people listening.
As a quick note, Branza has finished. He's just dried himself. Well, it's not dried. He's slightly dry.
Okay.
Strip off. He's just walking around town with a loincloth over, a hole on his clothes. Under. No,
Fuck.
no. Branza is actually wearing clothes now. He's walking. He's walking back. Let's just say.
Okay, that's fine.
He's not back yet. He's walking back.
Okay. You still gonna say anything, Crowley? You just gonna stand there like a scolded child?
I don't know.
Okay, so I'm guessing at this point Rani's kind of like really off put because Marco's never this
Yeah.
angry looking.
Rani's worried, like really worried.
What do you remember of last week?
Not a lot. A few flashes of images.
Do you know what we had to go through?
Not
Have you spoken to
really.
anyone in the group?
No.
You don't know what we saw then. You don't know what you put not just our group, but your own sister through.
Wait. What? What do you mean by my sister?
Oh, I had a lovely little chat with her.
Rani's gonna like lean closer to you now and go, she didn't go near him, did she?
She was in the same nightmare you were.
Okay, Rani's gonna start pacing now. Like, getting worse.
Do you know what we saw in there was our greatest fears? We even saw your fear. I saw my fear, and it was terrifying. Not because of what I was scared of, but the fact of how easily I was to die. I watched arrows bloom from my own chest, Rani. I saw one of the happiest people I know look crushed and defeated. I saw one of the most brave, heroic people I know crumble to their knees. I saw someone who has such a childlike attitude have such a grown-up problem that they seemed broken by it. I saw a man who was curious about everything shaken. I saw a man who was quiet with his words have the loudest sobs. This is what we all saw, but you didn't, because you had run on ahead without us. Did you mean, Marco at this point is going to pull out the letters, did you mean what you said, what you wrote in these?
Of course I did.
If you meant them,
God,
then
the
why didn't you
pacing
tell us?
started.
Yes, I had to start pacing, because my words are skipping. But you put us through all of this, and yet you still call us friends. If we are your friends, then we don't care about your past. But god damn it, Ronnie, you can ask us for help. If you had asked us for help, maybe we would never have to have gone in there. You put all of our lives in danger. For what? What did you even go off seeking?
I didn't want him to know about you.
It's a bit late for that. What did you have to gain by going by yourself? You're hardly protecting us when you can't protect yourself. We need you as much as you need us, Ronnie. We can't have you running off just because of some whim. Because in the letters, it sounds like it's fucking vengeance. And we can't have that in this group. We can't have you endangering everyone's lives because of a whim.
It's not a whim.
Then what is it?
It's hard to explain.
Well, looking at it, we've got all the time in the world.
Just then, a peasant walks up to you, and he's like,
Fuck off!
"Are you actually saying that to the peasant?"
Fuck off! We are busy. You can fuck off.
In the distance, you hear Bran's there. Night fever, night fever. It's daytime. This is Bran, so it doesn't matter. It's like he's just shirtless. Just his armor's still up. He's got his bottoms on this time. He's not just wearing a flannel.
There's like a crowd of women like dancing with him.
The peasant is kind of startled by your words, and he's like, "Oh, okay. I thought a priest would have liked to try and find out why people are missing."
Go look at Ronnie. This isn't over, and I will get my answers. I'm going to throw the trident at your feet, and that's it. I'm then going to walk to the peasant boy. What do you mean about missing people?
Having my trident?
Well, since this area and the mountains returned to normal, we were, well, to whatever this is, we were thinking of starting up mining operations. We sent some
In an old dwarven area.
Yes.
One that got abandoned because it had collapsed in on itself.
Yes.
Your people aren't the smartest, are they?
We're traders.
Sister.
Why are traders mining?
Money?
I do not understand the logic of your people. I truly don't.
So
Some people like money.
Quiet
Oh,
you.
the money.
So
money.
we sent
Oh, the
we
money,
sent
money.
some people to see what happened, why it was abandoned, and they haven't returned. And we were wondering if you would be so gracious as to go and find out.
I don't have everyone I would like with me today, but we'll take a look. No promises, because a lot's happened recently, and a lot of us are on edge. So I'll go to this mountain, and I'm probably going to take her with me, and the orc that appears to be having a harem of women.
Hi guys! Swirling around.
I'm guessing it's the big old mountain that used to be a block of ice that people have gone missing in, yes?
Yes, it is.
Do you have any idea of what it is, or did you just decide to come and find your local priest?
Well, we knew that you guys went over to the mountain when it was ice, and then when you came back, everything was not ice. So,
What if we're just magical earthen fairies? No, Marco doesn't say this. I'm sorry. He says it in his mind.
I want to be a fairy now.
I do have a fairy flute. Don't worry,
No.
it's not the time.
No.
Right, okay. Give us some time to get our stuff and finish our lovely conversation, and we will go investigate the mountain.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you doing this for us.
It's not a problem.
Wolfen, it's working! It's working! Sorry.
Okay, so I'm assuming the guy's turned off?
Yeah, he's kind of now wandered off.
He better be fucking running, that little bitch. So, you've had some time to think, Rani.
Rana's just gonna like sit like on the floor where she is. She's sort of gonna look up at the sky a bit, look at the floor, and go, "Okay, I'll tell you."
Marco is gonna sit down in front of you, sort of thing. He's taking a far more comforting thing. Like, you see, he's gone from a huge, like, angry, tall man, and he's trying to be, like, very soft and comforting now.
Francis has been in the distance. You can see he's just surrounded by women. He can't even get out of there. He
It's
doesn't wanna attack them.
like anime slow motion coming into the foreground, kind of hi guys.
He's, like, fucking shaking his hips. And the women are just dancing with him, gyrating to invisible music. Right, anyway.
Okay.
You don't have to tell me everything, just what we need to know.
Okay.
Who was that man?
His name's Betzalel.
Can I roll any sort of knowledge on him, or is this outside of my bounds?
You
I think for
might
this purpose
know.
that would be Lisa's call because
Yeah,
it's her
I'd say
backstory.
you might.
What
because-
knowledge?
I'm trying to think now.
You stopped pacing now. I've realised.
Let me have a quick look at the knowledges. So this is on a person.
Yeah, on a
Yes.
person.
Do. Useful stuff.
Shit.
Diplomacy skill.
It's not diplomacy, it's a knowledge.
No, it's how I
Because it
bookmark them.
wouldn't be local, because he's not really local, but then again, local would know about him a little bit.
The local folk know he's been killing people.
Pardon me.
So I just hiccup burped like several times. Actually, I didn't. It was Lisa.
Right, people come under the geography category.
Okay, so I'll roll geography.
Mhm.
I actually do have geography, that is +7. So I'm rolling 1d20 +7, and I get a 25, and that is supposed to be Marco. Ebony hasn't just dropped into the conversation.
Alright, then I guess I'll just take over a minute so tell you what you
Yep.
know about him. Basically, Betzalel, you know that he's a leader of a dark guild of assassins known as the Shadow Assassins. Can't come up with
Marco
a
is
name.
going to stiffen when you say the word Betzalel. He's going to be like,
Can
why are
I-
you associated with him?
Can I just pause for 1 minute? Megan, would you like to move your camera and sit on the floor again?
No, I'm pacing.
'Cause it's
She's moving.
I know.
I don't see you!
Oh, fine, fuck. You want to see my beautiful face so much?
Yes, yes, we do. Move
We
the
do.
camera, let us see your face.
We didn't ask to see your boobs, Megan. I'm not complaining though. But, wait, what?
Well, now we're staring at the floor, so.
I don't know what that
Absolutely
is.
That is my memory thingamadoodles.
Your figure-doodles, and we can see a Suicune
Right, how's
and a
that?
creeper
That's
glove.
perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, that's creepy glove. My brother's girlfriend knitted it for me. I do have a matching one somewhere, but I don't know where.
The cats had it.
And some
No.
form of flag. I can't understand what it is.
It's the asexual pride flag. Suck my dick.
Okay.
Anyway, back to the main plot.
Yeah, so I'm going to stiffen at the word Betzalel, but I'm going to let you continue talking.
I'll reach up. You'll know, mainly from most of the images I draw, that Rani has 2 strips of leather on each forearm. I'm going to
Yeah.
remove them, and you're going to see a guild mark on each arm. And you will recognise it as the guild mark for the Shadow Assassins. And I'm going to say, he trained me when I was young. He trained both me and my sister when I was little. Well, younger.
She's gonna murder you now. Shadow Guilds now.
No,
But-
Marco's thinking because you've obviously changed since then if you're hunting him down instead of working with him.
I was sent out on a job one day. I finished it quicker than I guess he expected. When I came back, he was trying to kill my sister. I took his sword, I attacked him, and then ran out of there with my sister as fast as I could.
So this is vengeance. Or revenge.
I'm not the only person he's brought into that guild. And I know not every one of those people were evil when they first went in there. I didn't even know it was evil.
You don't need to explain your reasons to me, Rani. I know the person that you are now. The past is an explanation to actions, but it's not a justification to who you are.
Night fever, night fever.
Just notice, if anything happens with Betzalel, or you feel the need to run off again, you let us know. Not with a letter. You tell us face to face, because God damn it, Ronnie, we will all follow you. No one hesitated to face their nightmares if it meant saving you.
I didn't
We'll face
want
a lot
you
more
guys
with
to be involved. I don't want your deaths on me. My sister
And
almost died because
And
of
we are
it.
not going to let you die because of you going on a vigilante raid by yourself, okay? We can help you. We can get through this if you let us help you, Rani. Because we've done amazing things, but we've done it together. All of us. You're a good person, and if you get the advantage, you're a strong person. But where are you going to get an advantage in a one-on-one fight?
Kick him in the balls.
Marco, be serious.
Well,
Now,
out of
ladies, now.
out of character, she put the entire team in danger. Marco hasn't even mentioned the fact that Ebony died.
What a dick!
Almost.
Yeah, but you got to think she would have gone through the pain of having that axe
Yeah.
smash into her
She would have
skull.
felt every
The fleeting
single bit of
moments. Exactly. Marco isn't even going to mention that to her.
pain. She's
It will be the second time that Ronnie made Ebony cry.
oh god. Wait, second?
No, it was someone else.
I don't remember making her cry.
Did she have time to fly?
It's the
I
second
could
time you
point at
really
that-
made her die.
Rani's kind of tearful now because
Marco's gonna like scooch closer and give you like a one-armed hug.
Can I just ask what Ebony's doing during all of this?
She has decided to try and read Marco's book, and she's getting very bored with it.
oh,
Somebody help me!
Brandon in the distance, surrounded by a harem, and it's just getting too claustrophobic for him. He's drowning in women.
Rani's gonna ask Marco a question now. She's gonna. She's basically asking.
Could both of you like do a spot check, please?
I don't want to spot anything. Marco can't see.
We're kind of busy talking. We won't really spot anything. Let's face it.
Hold on. Marco's spot is +4. I'm gonna roll it.
Okay, 1 minute. What is my spot?
Right. That is supposed to be Marco, and he's got a
Nice.
12.
Spot. 1 minute.
Not me, I'm
Spot.
assuming.
No, not you, Ranza.
No, you're surrounded by bitches.
Wait,
You're
what,
still
dogs all that?
incoming.
I beg your pardon?
Oh.
Oh! Oh!
Okay. Rani,
Mhm.
you notice that a small crowd has started to gather around you as you two have been talking.
I'm gonna
It's gonna get very
hiss
interesting.
at them. Like,
Marco didn't see the crowd. He's just seen Rani hissing, and he's gonna think that's because of him being too close. So he's gonna move away. Like, are you okay?
it's
Proud
more
of
like
what?
she's glaring around at the others. But she's kind of crying at the same time here, so it's like, okay,
This is crowd
she's gonna
kinda watching them
choose
have
to
this
ignore the
Yeah.
people that are surrounding them.
Because
And
Marco
ask-
hasn't noticed.
Marco, how am I going to face the
Somebody!
others?
The same way that we would take down Bettalo. You've told me, if you need help, I can always be there. Brands is accepting. I know Ebony's probably just going to give you a hug and say that she'll be there for just about anything. Ajax, he's a good man. And Danix, well, it's Danix, he'll do anything. At this point, Marco is going to try and comfort Rani by giving her cloak back, the red one. And you'll notice that all the scorch marks has disappeared, and it's seemingly in perfect condition.
Did you get this fixed?
I wanted to give you something after our fighting. Just to show that we are still friends. It might not be
I
the
want
biggest
somebody
gesture.
help me!
This is where, like, we come back to the town in 9 months' time, and there's like 100 orc babies everywhere.
Would you?
No, it would be a quarter. No, what's half a quarter? Quarter babies.
I'm gonna
Marco,
give
also-
Marco a big hug right now. Just like give him a proper hug, because Randy doesn't really hug people very often.
Marco's gonna love this.
Other than Branza, I think Branza's the only person she's ever hugged.
Yeah, but he's like your
That's something.
BFF and your
Yeah.
first
So-
friend.
She's good. Randy's gonna give Marco a big hug and a kiss on the cheek.
Okay.
It means nothing.
Marco is gonna be just like, okay, laughs a bit. He's like, I do have something else for you. Your sister's eccentric friend gave it to us. And he's gonna pull out of his pocket the ring of invisibility. I don't actually know how it works. I believe you've got all the message bits for that, Lisa. So you have fun with that. And I'm literally just gonna explain, it's a lot better than your crossbow. And I'm sure you can find it far more effective than anyone else on the team. And I'm going to give you the ring.
Okay.
Branza from this pushes all of them and said, "Holy shit! Fuck off! You guys are getting married!"
Wait, what? No. What? Marco is going to shoot up from his standing position and be like, no, Branza.
Little babbies everywhere.
No.
It's like, Randy's gonna stand up at 2 and go, "Don't be so coy, Marco."
Marco is
Oh
going
my
to stop.
god! Branza kind of just runs up and grabs both of them with one arm and hugs. Ah! You're gonna make
Marco!
the cutest little quarter elf babies. Who
Marco grows slack in your arms like he's given up and he's thinking about something at the minute.
Marco, I never thought you were a player. Well, I always saw you
Oh
staring
my
at
God.
Ajax, but not this way.
Marco is going to put his arm around Riley. He's like, of course, Branza. I had to do it. No child of mine will ever be a bastard.
Branza drops him.
I'm gonna wait.
At this point, the crowd,
Branza starts to cry.
the crowd around you does a collective ah.
Wait. What? Oh,
Bran-
you want to
Branza
play
is
it
now-
like that, do you, Marco?
Branza storms off.
Okay.
Branza?
What?
He storms off.
And you're like, what exactly? Why is Branza starving? Stop this! I'm running after Branza.
I'm gonna give chase. Oh, fuck, Ebony! Ebony's still just sitting in the fucking...
This
Wait,
little horde
I'm
of
gonna
women
start.
around.
Okay, I'm gonna be like yelling after Branza. Branza, wait!
Branza's literally just got in, just sat on like a piece of grass, and these like this horde of women who was around before are like, "It's okay, it's okay."
They're like,
And
Just
you
like
stomp in
touching
there and
it
go,
up.
move it! To the women around him.
I would like her to roll and intimidate Alec.
I'm just gonna say, it's like as you three like run off in the crowd, they're clapping their hands.
It's
Do you
what
want
actors.
me, do you want me to do
Yeah.
intimidate?
Do you want to intimidate? Do you want to try and intimidate these women?
I would like to assist.
While you're doing that, Branza's gonna still be there. I can still hear Wild's headset. I need to go urinate.
Right, Marco rolls to assist and he gets a 20 and
I
he's
got
got
18.
16.
So the women hear your bellowing voice and turn around
Well,
and
no,
see you.
I literally just walked away. Get away!
So the women kind of back off, and some of them are just like, "Well, she's pushy."
I'll
She
just
knows what she
glare at
wants.
them.
She's just got engaged and everything and she's already chasing after another man.
I'm gonna kneel down beside Branza and sort of stroke his arm. And once the arm gets back, I'll continue because he's disappeared.
So the women,
Marco is not as cuddly, so he's kind of like 5 foot step away.
the women,
And he kind of feels like he's the one that upset Branza with his words. But he's not 100% sure.
the women kind of scatter. It's just like, oh well, he's already claimed to her friend.
Claimed by a woman who just got engaged.
Right, he's back! I'm stroking Branza's arm going, what's wrong, Branza?
Branza's. Oh shit! Sorry. Branza's.
Descended into darkness.
Darkness!
had to put a better light on. Well, oh shit, it's not even better. But he's kind of he's lost that tone, and it's not Brander's tone you're hearing right now.
Is he being possessed? Do I have to do a possession spell?
No.
One sec, I do need to send Alex something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh,
I need to get the sheet up.
because you did the one thing no one has said right now. Funny enough, no one has ever done it. It's in private.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the message to come through.
Basically, we haven't even started the story and we're half an hour into this because we've just been dicking about with our characters.
I like doing this at the start, just giving you guys a bit of free reign to do stuff.
Well, in fact, there's no Ajax to hurry us along, and there's no Danix demanding adventure.
So, we're just rolling with it today.
During this time, Ebony's gonna be like, "Well, I wonder what's taking them so long." Go outside and see that they've all just fucked off. Oh, that's great. It's not like I wanted friends.
Did you get that, Alec? It's the word, Alec, that sets it off.
Yeah, I may question you after, but
It's for my game, but it is relevant and it's not anything that appeals to the game.
I understand.
I have a feeling I know what word.
So, the
But
voice you
Marco
hear,
has no idea. Right. Anyway, go Sam. Go.
my past, and that's not that's Brander's voice I'm using right now.
I'm just gonna be like,
I'm glad the elocution lessons paid off. Sorry.
I'm gonna glance over at Marco and then look back and go, "Do you want to talk
Oh.
about it, Branzo? If you want to talk about your past, I can talk about my past."
You can see him going, like his mouth's moving, but no words appear.
Is
Like
this
it's
you
words.
we saw in the nightmare, Branzo?
Branza kind of realized he hasn't realized, but he's never happened. But it's just like his mouth's moving. He's like talking at you, but you can't hear it. And then all you hear between it is like, yeah, but no, it's in a different language. Eventually,
Is it orc? Because I know orc.
you start to
Okay.
pick out words within. Some of them kind of resemble common, but then some of them resemble orc words.
Okay.
So
So it's a hybrid old language.
yeah,
That's good.
and I'll give you the words love, child, curse.
Oh. Well, curse seems kind of out of place for what I was expecting, but the other two words do explain a bit.
And by this time, you would start to notice that the green eye Branza has an inscription twirling around it.
Okay,
But-
Marco's over the
Marco.
investigation.
Shit,
type
what's up for a headset to turn off? No!
I'm going to wait until Sam comes
Turn
back.
on! Turn on! Come on, you bastard!
So for people who don't know, he's got a battery charged headset,
Okay,
and it's
yeah.
just died on it.
Can you hear
sorry.
us?
Okay, so the inquisitive side of Marco, he's going to step a bit closer into your personal space bubble and look into your eye with the inscription. What do I
We're just
see?
there, like now going. I'm like,
I have
Marco,
got actually
what
lore
is
behind
that?
this stuff, so
That's fine, that's fine. Tell me, can I read the inscription, or does it make no sense to me?
it doesn't make any sense.
Knowledge Arcana, can I tell what
Yeah,
spell-
I was about to say, it's like you could do a knowledge arcana to see if you could like try and
Like, I don't have to know...
partially understand it.
I don't have to know the words, but I can understand what kind of spell it is.
Once again, just like earlier with Rani, this is up to Sam's discretion.
I'll get
His
24.
backstory.
I just thought Rani's still got these straps off now.
What did you roll, by the way?
I rolled a 24 on my Knowledge Arcana.
It's under my discretion.
It's under
Yes,
your
it's your
discretion.
discretion. You don't have to tell me anything about the spell if I
Did you
truly
get a
don't know
critical?
anything about it.
Did you get a critical?
No, it's
No.
16 plus 8.
16%. Okay, no. So, the inscriptions that are swirling around in Branda's eye,
Okay.
you see that the writing doesn't match any place of common or orc, though.
Okay, so the writing is indistinguishable, but can I relate it to a spell of sorts?
What you sense from it, it's not going to... You realise it's bound to Branza,
It's a soul
But
bound.
it's- and the spell itself is referring to someone else, blood,
It's referring to blood and it's soul bound to you, so it's
but there's it's what you can tell, it's a chain effect as well. So
oh,
something's linking to him.
like a bloodborne curse.
I don't know. I didn't go into technicalities, but it's someone who's
It's
cursed
something
him.
that's spreading along, like it possessed the previous person and now it's transferred to you. Is that what I'm getting?
No,
Okay.
you're getting it's been put onto Branza, but it's bound
Okay.
by blood.
Okay.
So it's a blood ritual curse, and it is bound to you and your
Oh,
soul.
it's a blood curse. Which is why it's connected to family. And
So Branza.
Marco is going to say absolutely none of this, but he's going to be like, and then he's going to step back because he's gathered what he wants from this.
I'm just gonna be like looking at Mac and go, what is it?
Marco's just going to gently shake his head as like later.
Okay. And then literally the moment Rowie will do anything that Marco says.
Once
Well, we're married now. We're going to get married
We're
soon.
engaged. That's it.
Apparently.
We're engaged.
So the moment that Branza turns to kind of look into the eyes of, well, Rani, it's evident there's a tear coming down his left eye.
Hug him.
I'm gonna wipe it away and give you a big hug.
You're cheating.
I'm not
So-
cheating on you.
See, that's what I hate about pacing. You guys can't see this as much.
Which is why we asked to at least see you pacing, because at least then we'll see it partially.
Yeah.
So
The
yeah,
thing that Branza now, he whispers into Rani's ear. Liara, ustreha, kaite, vestraikne.
Does she have any idea what you just said to her? It wouldn't happen to be Elven by any chance, like you just somehow learned an Elven phrase.
Did we decide that we were from the same sort of continent when we were talking the other day? Just out of character here.
Yeah. You
So, would I
you would know-
technically understand it
you may get
partially?
some of, you would get either the common, I would say, in it. So you can tell that Liara is the name, but then Kairi is the name of a cat. But you can tell he's referring in his words of the names, their names,
Okay.
and then he says, "Find them."
Oh, okay,
So
I was about
I
to say,
get-
it's just like a kill list, but no, you just answered
So
that.
I get the gist of what you've said, basically.
Yeah. But Branza said that to you,
Okay.
and then you kind of, because it's is on your kind of his right hand side. You've hugged him. You see, there's no glow anymore. There's nothing here, and then, hello?
Branza, are you okay?
You okay, Branza?
Why the fuck am I on the floor?
I'm going to repeat the names back at you. I'm not going to attempt to actually say them myself. But
So
I'm
you can
glad
say
it's
it's you can say it as Lyra and Cat.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna say that back to you then. Lyra and Cat. Did they mean anything to you?
How do you know?
You just
Branza?
told me to find them. In a language
You-
that's I barely understand, just about it's back on the continent from where I come from. It's across the seas.
Franza, what's the last thing you remember?
Being harassed by women.
Oh, thank God.
Do you know that me and Marco are engaged?
Oh, God damn it!
Wait! Happy engagement! Congratulations! He kind of picks them up again. Together.
Marco's just not going to say anything this time. He just grows limp, and he kind of just stares at Rani as, why? Why do you do this?
He needs to be happy.
But seriously, I think you're the only person who shouldn't know.
You've just...
The other
I'm gonna
day,
look up at you, I'm gonna place my hand on your cheek and go, you've just whispered those words to me.
No, I didn't, you bullshitter!
Franza, you had another blackout, but this wasn't caused by a weapon's possession or a spirit. It was something from you. I'm trying to think of words that Franza would understand.
I am me!
Whatever caused you to black out was from within yourself. Now,
Franza,
I'm not about to lie about what my fiance just said.
Franza's just a bit clueless, but you can start to see that inherent word thing appearing, where he's kind of about to say something and he can't say it.
Okay.
But he just say, Liara and Kat were the two people you saw. Not you, Rani, but...
Marco just stops everything and hugs you.
Franza's just kind of like... No, I just had a fucking bath! You guys stink!
We stink of
hugging me
love,
now.
Franza. Accept our love.
This brand is a lot calmer than the one you saw before. He's not as... You don't feel this immersive kind of intelligence or being. This
Right,
other one...
Marco is going to disentangle himself from the hug, and I'm going
Out
to
of
vividly
context,
remind
isn't it?
you...
Yeah?
Okay.
Franza should know the marks on my arm as well if he comes from the same continent.
But you're still...
Franza hasn't seen them.
He
Yeah,
hasn't
you haven't
seen
shown
it,
him.
but they are.
Wait, they're off,
I don't have
aren't they?
the straps on anymore. That's the thing. I've not put them back on.
When Brandon... Okay, you did point this out. When
I'm
Brandon
just
doesn't see
saying,
this...
okay.
Sorry, SDM, I won't take
He's
it.
probably going to notice this in, like, in
Fine.
the middle of battle. He's going to see Rani go to stab someone. He's like...
Well, Brandon he has told you, and
Mhm.
your things they purely cover your skin, don't they? It's
Yeah,
open
they're
now.
basically round the forearms. I think.
Brandon kind of just
Forearms.
looks and goes. Brandon points at them. Naughty!
And I'm gonna pat him and I go, I can explain about it.
I flayed someone with those marks.
Good.
Hey, I got some money for it, though. The king of my lands wasn't too happy with your people. Well, if they are your people.
And I'm gonna go a little bit stiff at the moment over that, and go. We'll discuss about it another time.
Okay! Wait, we should get some breakfast. Hey,
No,
Mr.
no,
DM,
no,
Mr.
no,
DM,
we can-
Mr. DM, I'm breaking the walls of space and time. Can you make some pancakes come to me?
No.
Ah. You
Right,
see,
guys.
Marco, this is why I believe in no god. I only believe in Cord. At least Cord gives me power in battle. But no one gives me pancakes, do they?
There is no pancake deity! I should know, I studied them!
Marco! Marco, pancakes are life!
I can't just make a deity! No, guys, we've got something we need to do. Okay, I'm gonna look at these two, and that's at that point I'm going to realise Ebony's not here.
I'll find her! Ebony! He shouts this. I would like to use...
Just roll a d20, just roll a d20.
My thing isn't working, so I have to use the iPad.
What are you getting him to roll a d20 for?
See how loud he shouts, like does his voice just break or something? Like
Actually, if you want to do that, do a 1d100.
100. Is that like the volume scale?
I It may not work. Let's hope it works.
Okay, people are confused. Sam's having to use tablet because for some reason his browser's not logging into the Roll20, so...
This is what it looks like when you
I
don't
see
have...
him in the what?
How's it roll?
Yeah, he's on the tablet version.
Okay.
How's it roll?
It hasn't rolled yet.
I heard something go bloop. 48.
There we go, 48. Okay, so your voice bellows 48 feet.
What you see in the distance is a small yellow speck start running towards us at high velocities. like a puppy unbound from its leash for the very first time, she bounds across the field, and she just skids to the hole like, "Oh guys, that's where you are! Hi everyone!" And she's just
Runs the
overly
hug,
happy
Ebony.
to see you again. Ebony returns the hug because do you have a weapon out?
No, Brandon just leaps.
Ebony returns the hug.
Ebony!
Ebony returns the hug.
Spins and it kind of kicks some of the girls who were swarming before.
Ebony, guess what?
What?
Me and Marco are engaged.
She's gonna look at Marco really confused because she's the one that's had to put up with his bitching. It's like, that was unexpected. I'm so happy for you, and they like run and hug you both. At which point Marco's kind of just like, no, please make this nightmare end. Right, guys, as I've been trying to say for 4 times in a row, as he pushes Ebony off him and puts her, like, kind of just puts his hands on her shoulders, like putting her at arm's length. It's like, guys, we need to head back to the mountain. Apparently people have been going missing because they were so smart and decided to do a mining excavation there, you know, where the tunnels collapsed and were clearly unsafe by dwarven standards. Because
Oh,
everyone
those stupid idiots! Brandon pretends to understand what she's on about.
He.
Sorry.
Anyway, we need to head back to that mountain, so I suggest we grab ourselves a quick meal and we head on our way.
Cakes.
Yeah, you can get
Pancakes.
your fucking pancakes.
So, just to hurry
Yes!
this along, you head to a tavern, you have something to eat, you gather up supplies. Does anyone actually need to gather supplies at this
Brandon
point?
Ebony disperses the 2 fish she had in her inventory to the local fauna, and she buys another 2 more fish because she's waiting for that egg to hatch.
Okay.
I have something to pawn off on Marco. Or I've got 2 things.
What?
The potions that I don't need.
Yeah, give them to me.
It's a potion of sneaking and a potion of invisibility.
Because those are exactly what Marco needs. He adds them to his growing collection of potions. Could you just put them in the bottom chat so I can remember to add them?
Yeah, I'll put it in a bit.
It doesn't
Because
have
I'm
to be.
recording Skype, so... Actually, I could send it you on my phone Skype, so...
It doesn't matter, it's nothing important. So yeah, Marco will take the burden that his wife, well, fiancé has just given him, apparently. Everyone in town is going to think we're engaged as well.
Yep. I wonder how
We need to
long
leave.
it's been this.
We need to leave this place as soon as we can.
Actually, if you guys remember, the villagers actually thought it was all an act. They clapped they applauded you for your performance.
Yeah, but I'm gonna continue this act. Just
Granny,
to annoy man.
Granny,
Yes.
you were clapping. Maybe you could get some money.
No, we're going to the mountain to save people. We are good people.
They
I
may not
have
be
to do
dead.
what
They may have
Marco
gone for a
says
dump
today.
and fell in a hole.
I've got to behave.
No, we've had our argument. I've shouted at you. Marco's got it all out of his system. Anyway, Marco is heading to the mountain. Ebony follows like the loyal cohort she is. I don't know about the other two.
I was gonna say-
I'm following my fiance.
For fuck's sake.
Brandon kind of just walks back and he starts to feel this empty patch on his back where he's had someone been there for most of the time. He's just like, Bannox isn't here.
Annex went to go find the dwarven ancient things or have a nap. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. Couldn't find him. Probably hidden in the bed sheets. There was a huge pile of them.
Brandon decides to walk on his hands for a while.
Okay.
He's just kind of been jumping around.
I would
Okay,
like to
thanks.
request a balance check from Branza.
I was just gonna go for the he's gonna do it regardless roll, but yeah, sure, roll the balance.
I want to see if he has to like fall flat on his face or not, basically.
That's fine.
Because this is also just because I'm curious to see what Branza's balance is.
Can you ask me to do the most annoying thing is tablet?
So just a
Thing
quick,
is, it likes by touching it.
just a quick question. What's your weight, Franza?
He's supporting his own weight. I'm sure he can do that.
I have, Alec. I've got a plus 20. Oh no, I have a 20 strength
That's fine. I'm just
and
still
light armor, and I
That's-
weigh 266 lb.
Okay, that's cool.
Do you have a clue what that is? I haven't got a fucking clue. Don't
Yeah,
use
it's
LBs.
pounds.
No fucking clue.
LB is shorthand for pounds, if I remember correctly. So
Where's the fucking plus symbol? Sorry.
I was just gonna say, please, people, remind language. Try
English.
to.
How did that roll? I can't see it.
So you rolled an 18. I'd say you just about.
Yeah, he's
To
training
keep
himself.
yourself
He's trying to keep. He's just.
Hey guys, should we call a break here?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's
Yeah.
like as you guys arrive at the mountain, you take a break, and we'll take a break there as well.
All right, Lisa, if you just want to quickly pause your recording so it's sort of like a benchmark.
Bap, bap.